Greetings and salutations. I am the Raven. This is Arcade Spirits, and joining me is, at least for now, Daniel Jeff.
I learned a little bit of fact about, accepting ads on your phone. They're always good. Wait, to accept them? Oh, that's why they have a virus. Ooh.
Oh no.
This has been our public service announcement.
If you have... Okay.
Finish. Okay.
Lantern?
JKLantern.
Boop.
This is why you don't have phones, and you should only have a Sega Genesis.
Just only have a Sega Genesis. Not
Only
even
a Sega. No laptop, not even a TV to hook up the Sega Genesis to. Just have the Sega Genesis.
Okay, let's probably explain why Discord messes up on you so often, because you're playing it through a Sega Genesis.
I mean, Sega Channel was good and all, but I don't think it works too well for other network connections.
No.
That's just because you slackers aren't trying hard enough.
Live the Sega Genesis life.
And moving along, StarprincessHLC.
Hey, a minute, folks. There's this prince from Nigeria who seems to be having some money problems. I'm trying to give him my bank account information.
Oh no! Oh no!
Surat.
I'm gonna break that up a little bit. Wait, I have an AI on my phone. Am I gonna have a biker and a hall monitor fighting over this?
Viola.
I don't know, but hello, hi, yes, I am voicing AI.
All your phones belong to us. Last but definitely not least is oh, Daniel Jeff has to pop off now. Thank you for joining us.
Goodbye, Dino.
You think I can cut you in some? No, I've done enough editing on LPs for the moment.
Oh, not gotten the intro, but it's okay.
But yes, finally we have Yoko, who controls
All your
the
life choices are belong to us.
God damn it! I thought I was done with that 200 years ago.
It is too late, Sparrowson. You now belong to us.
God damn it!
Oh, relax. I won't share your information with any third parties.
That's
This
what
is
you say
strictly
now.
This is strictly.
This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized?
Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here. Just like the 17 self-help books on my shelf. Still, 18 times the charm, right?
People still have books?
I guess so.
People still have shelves?
Mine for just
What if
playing
I
board games.
told you I have both?
Yeah, go ahead.
Your your information now belongs to Capcom, a third party.
Oh no! Analyze.
You have
Please enjoy this recorded music.
Tequila.
Tequila.
You know, I don't currently have my current setup in place, so I can actually hear the music going on, so I don't know what the music's like.
So, do I just stand here, or...
Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview. 30 minutes from now.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
Wait,
quick.
what?
Please put on some nice clothes. Nicer than those. Please. I don't think that's too much to ask.
Ow!
these are the only clothes I own.
What?
that is a logical reaction.
Yeah.
And I just think it has Sparrowson finally managed to mug someone for a nice pair of shoes yet.
That's why I'm having trouble with all the socks.
For your interview, silly. You want to look your best.
But we just okay. How did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat?
Simple. I'm awesome like that.
Your
Thank
humility's
you,
showing
Lyra.
again.
Now get a move on. Tut-tut. You need to catch the 8:20 a.m. bus. And that's 9 minutes away.
You couldn't have given me more time, no.
No, of course not. Chop chop.
Well, this is a thing that's happening.
Well, we have our penguin overlord over here, and now we have our AI overlord in the phone.
Yes.
And the spirit of Falcon haunting him
Wait,
behind his shoulder.
why am I on this shelf?
Don't you want to be at the highest point in the room?
No, that's fair.
To look down and judge.
I mean, we couldn't really put you above on the cabinets above the stove. It's kind of hard to reach up there.
Yeah, that works.
Maybe for you short people.
Wow, okay.
Remember, I
Lantern,
got your body, Falcon.
excuse me, Lantern. I'm
Has
just
anybody
going
seen
to
the
break
eggs?
your kneecaps. That way you'll kind of stoop to my level.
But I do have a chance to get off this runaway train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother.
What was that?
You signed the terms and conditions.
Nobody ever reads those.
I could delete the app and go find a real job. That would be the safest option. I could.
Satellite
We've
laser
seen
system
this.
activated.
We've seen this game over, so.
Yep.
As a normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted the app right there rather than hop a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys.
Delicious kidneys.
Or wolves who try and teach you Scientology and just try to start a rebellion.
But we all know that we're not a normal person, so get
We're
moving.
Sparrowson. What do you think?
But me,
Normal in the slightest.
I was already getting dressed before she finished that sentence. It's not that I believe the silly app's claims it's serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expect another shoe salesman job. At best.
For
John
Sparrowson,
Bundy, apparently.
for Sparrowson, shoe salesman would be a great job because then he'd have ready access to shoes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a nice selection of ammo, because at least then he can throw shoes at people and have a nice set to replace them with.
Yeet. Eat the shoes.
I cast
Oh, by
Yeet.
the way,
Yeet
by
all
the way,
shoes.
Lantern, Mist is insulting you.
Pardon?
Mist is insulting you on the Lord of the Rings server. I mean,
How dare.
insulting. Kindly.
I can't believe.
Well,
Hmm.
Where about? What server?
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Well, since it's one of the qualities we are looking for in the intended target, I put it just so lovingly. What the hell? Let's do this.
yeah, I was gonna say, just if we mainly go after stars, that should work.
Stars.
Hi.
Stars.
Hi.
Yes. Star Princess, who is a star?
Snipper's right. I need to get my life in gear. So what's the harm in diving into something this wacky?
Well,
What could possibly
Besides
go
my
wrong?
kidneys. Okay, there could be a lot of harm, granted, but the alternative is to mope around our apartment for weeks. Then, egads! Go get a job anyway.
you're doomed anyway.
yes.
So, I thought, screw it. I'm in on this runaway train. Let's see how far it goes.
Choo choo.
I like trains.
And as I came to realize weeks later, turns out that was the best impulsive decision I've ever made. The bus drops me off, oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building. Although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that.
Loan office, office space of rent, Pengy.
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 That is the
barbershop.
name of the penguin on the shelf, by the way.
Newt, 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 Newt.
Newt.
Yoko,
We're looking at
you did tell me you owned the
story.
franchise.
Well, what do you think? I'm extra like that.
Boring clothing store, delightfully dull. There's a wub suit, charming. There's the funplex and the story hole, or the whole story.
The
Whole
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 story.
story.
You haven't heard the
Nice.
whole story yet.
Nice.
Gun store, liquor store, gun store. Where are you taking me?
Hey, loan shark. This is well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are relics of 19XDX. Places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into as tight of a space as possible.
Phil isn't certain it's a very American thing.
For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore called The Whole Story, an arcade, a fast food joint,
An arcade.
and a boarded up health spa once called Lattes and Enemas, which sounds...
Oh my.
Huh.
I mean, we talked about those in class one time.
No.
We're not continuing that.
Well, what do you think?
I think that's two things no human being should ever combine.
True.
No, I mean about your future place of work.
My god, we're gonna become a penguin.
I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook.
Of course you're not thinking of the arcade.
The one in the middle, silly. The arcade. Duh.
What? Behind the arcade?
It is the
Swear to
arcade.
God.
Gee,
It is the arcade.
it's like the name was suggesting something.
It's right behind the rabbit.
Ah,
Huh.
I miss arcades.
Same.
So do I.
Yeah. But trust me on this. I referenced and cross-referenced and cross-referenced your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job.
My dream job. Really?
really?
Yeah!
Working at an arcade.
With 99.97% accuracy, yeah.
What about a 0.03%?
Yeah, what about the last
That's
zero?
an
Shush.
error margin,
Point
yes.
0.03.
I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big business in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebrities. 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream.
What the hell alternate history is
yo.
this?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Alternate history. But well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everybody opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold, and sure, those who make it can secure fame and fortune. But those who don't? Well,
Crash and burn, baby.
Game over.
no wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. Video games weren't always as popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once.
Is
Get
this
ready
about
for
the
real
ET?
history.
Is that about the ET Atari stuff in the
Yes.
landfill?
Back in the year 1983, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad, like hula hoops. No mainstream acceptance. For instance, one of those factors would have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home.
Of course.
I think it's
Alternate history.
reason I think I heard something more about this case of E.T. isn't necessarily a bad game. It is poorly explained, so you don't know what you're doing.
Poorly explained, and it was too difficult for the kids they targeted it at. Really.
So just buried in a landfill.
If this game was complete poop butts, like poop from a butt, and mass overly produced, it ruined video games for years. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. That game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in other timelines now.
Currently.
Wow, the sort of difficulty level put in the tutorial.
Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline, where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia?
I feel
Why
called
did you
out.
do this? Why did you do this?
Called out! The mind boggles. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it, only to come up short.
An old business associate of mine actually had worked in an arcade.
My
when he
whole
was younger.
My whole studies are a gamble.
Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure.
99.97% sure.
Uh-huh. Wouldn't this be like my lifeguard job, though? Satisfying, but short-lived? This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco's Palace, that's for sure.
Yeah, that ain't gonna go at all.
And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in,
Oh, flashback.
15 years?
I was gonna say, good for you. I never stepped in an arcade, but that's
I
wrong.
remember really
There's
enjoying
actually one.
arcades.
There's actually one in the mall where I usually shop for groceries each week. So
Yeah, all the arcades in my area are pretty much gone and replaced with things like Dave and Buster's.
well, it's
There-
an arcade that also has a small bowling and a few other small stuff.
There was one in Quail Springs Mall. I'm not sure if there still is one, because I haven't been to Quail in like 8 months or something like that.
I remember that arcade was in Quail Springs Mall years and years ago, too.
Yeah.
But then again, all the arcades in the malls around here went away.
Sadness.
They were replaced by a few little cocktail table games in the food court, and then those were removed.
Ugh.
Disappointing.
Yes. And now all the arcades we have around here are basically fancy, child-friendly casinos of ticket machines.
Ugh.
Eh.
Terrible.
That's not
All
going
right.
to come back later. You know, I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going. Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her homework.
Oh, trust me, when I said I was 99.97% sure, I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious.
Deadly.
Oh dear.
Dun
Like,
dun
kidneys and
dun.
knives deadly serious?
If
mean, we
necessary,
can
make it that far.
Me?
My coders made me to be the warm, personable friend of a database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need, right here and right now.
Oh god, you're modelled on Access, are you?
Yeah.
Only a certain amount of people, only people of a certain age will probably understand what we're going about access and why we hate it.
Mm-hmm. I had to work with that. Not fun. And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job,
What makes you think that's gonna happen?
because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle, because things rarely work out. You always have to be ready for the worst. It's why I take things in stride these days.
That doesn't mean you shouldn't even try, though.
I open my mouth to protest, and then close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me,
Cat.
it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. I mean, what the hell, why not? Buy the ticket, take the ride, chase the horse.
Exactly.
That's what I told myself when I walked out the door this morning, wasn't it? No matter how risky, I owed it to myself to jump in with both feet.
I will survive. I will survive.
I will prevail.
Ooh.
And when it all came crashing down, well, I'd recovered before, I'd recover again. And meanwhile, might as well take the opportunity in front of me. So I opted to push on through those doors and see what waited for me on the other side.
Do, do, do,
And
do,
on that
do.
note,
Oh.
Cliffhanger!
this video comes to an end. I've been the Raven, this has been Arcade Spirits. Joining me has been JKLantern.
Will we ever get to play Virtual Fighter?
No.
Okay.
StarprincessHLC.
You know, guys, I think this Nigerian prince thing might be a scam.
Oh no, what'd you do?
Sir Lot.
Funny, I also got an email from someone in Nigeria claiming God trusted them to speak with me about moving large funds.
Huh,
Huh.
quite weird.
Viola.
I'm just having loads of fun doing this. I'm glad that I picked Iris.
If I remember, you didn't exactly pick Iris, you basically declared mine.
Yeah, it's true. I did. And I don't regret that at all.
And finally, Yoko.
Congratulations, you have reached the arcade. Dun, da, 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 da.
Oh!
And on that note, until next time, be good, be well, and see you later.
Goodbye.
care, everyone.
Bye.
Later.
Bye!